Hey guys, welcome back to the finale episode of FTL Multiverse Vanilla Voyages with the Bulwark. In the last episode, we blasted our way through the Hectare shopping mall, and then we wound up here in this hacked civilian sector. And you might be thinking, a hacked sector? What do you mean? Well, a group of slugs hacked it, and we have to save the civilians. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to install onboard tech Defense Scrambler, because a lot of these hacker ships like to have defense drones, and we have a missile weapon and a flak weapon, which are shot down by defense drones. So let's go. Alright, what do we got? This sector may be under the control of the hacker clan, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have pirates swarming around as well. A pirate ship at this beacon spots you and attacks. Alright, let's fight. Oh, they boarded us in here. Alright, come on, Zenith Laser! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Although I'm pretty sure the Zenith Laser missed. Maybe. Nice. Take everything we have and let's both forget this happened. Continue the assault. We got him. Let's go. The destruction you have brought upon the pirates has proven effective and their ship explodes. You scrap what remains. What is this? The source of this strange, garbled beacon here appears to be a hacker broadcasting station. This must be one of the stations jamming the radio. Attack them. You raise your weapons and engage the broadcast station. You notice your systems fluctuating. They must have multiple combat augments on board jamming you. Oh yeah, look, our sensors and doors and our engines are down. And they've mind-controlled our achievers already. And they've hacked our weapons! Alright, they have a lot of systems, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna target their shields, and I'm probably gonna target their hacking and cloaking. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nice. And it's on fire. Nice. Got him. The hackers have been defeated. Your systems return to normal, and you move in to scrap the station. You're about to leave when you notice a small platform and a cache nearby the wreck of the broadcast station. Open it. The cache appears to be storage for various supplies, which you help yourself to. Nice. Let's heal up our crew while we're at it. Alright, let's continue. There's a distress beacon here. We should probably go there. The hacker ship at this beacon makes it clear that this distress beacon was merely a trap. Alright, time to fight. They've mind-controlled our lizard again. They've hacked our shields, and they boarded our medbay. Oh, they boarded us again in here. Oh, we have a lot of people on our ship. This is not good. Alright. Come on, hit their shields. Nice. We're gonna target the hacking and cloaking. Nice. Oh, we hit him again. Captain, perhaps we're all being too hasty. We don't want to go down this path, do we? We can be forgiving, and we hope you are too. Will this be enough to turn your back? Continue the attack. Oh, they've stunned their own guys in the shield room, but we gotta get them out of there. Alright, we hit them. We got them. The hacker ship and its crew are no more. Their scrap is yours. Let's kill these slugs, heal our crew, and we'll be on our way. And they're dead. Alright. Let's see. Our crew is fully healed, so let's go here and then up to this store. A small civilian colony nearby appears to be under control by a group of hackers. The civilians are helpless against their captors. Attack the hacker bastards. You aren't going to let some corrupt, filthy slugs hold innocent civilians hostage when you can help it. You engage the hackers. They hacked our O2. Oh look, their defense drone is going haywire. Normally it would shoot down our missiles, but because we have Defense Scrambler, well, it doesn't work. Get hit in the weapons. Nice, we hit their hacking, it's on fire. Oh, but they've mind-controlled us again. Get hit. Let's go. You've defeated the hacker ship. The rest of the hackers are afraid of you now that you've defeated their colleague. Flee from the system. The colony is grateful for your assistance. They explained that the hackers were holding their weapon production facilities under their control to create weapons for their ships. Now that they're free, they can give you one of their weapons. And we got a Themis shrapnel missiles. A devastating missile which creates shrapnel upon impact. Shrapnel deals 1 additional system damage to all adjacent rooms. It takes 1 power, 16 seconds to charge, takes 1 missile, Has a 10% accuracy bonus. Shoots once. It does 2 hull damage, 2 system damage, and total crew damage of 45. 50% breach chance, 50% stun chance, and it can hit adjacent rooms for 1 system damage. That's actually pretty good, but since it's only 2 damage, I'm not really going to use it that much. We'll stick with what we have. Let's go to this store. There appears to be no store here at all. A hacker ship here hails you. Haha, you absolute fool! You nincompoop! You fell for my trap. Prepare to die. Alright, no. You prepare to die. They hacked our weapons. Alright. Fire. Dang it! Okay, we set their hacking on fire. It's not that bad. No, they cloaked! Oh, we're taking hits. Whoa. We did hit them, but we took some hits here. Get out of here. Okay, you made quite a mess over here. Will this assuage your bloodlust? We will show no mercy. Hey, you guys held these civilians captive. Prepare to die. Another pestilent hacker ship has been destroyed. Their spoils are yours. Unfortunately, we got less scrap from that, from not surrendering. Alright, let's head out and over to this next radio broadcaster station. The source of this strange garbled beacon appears to be another hacker broadcasting station. Alright, let's fight them. They've hacked our medbay and are mind-controlling our shell. Their defense drones are not working. Alright, this should do the trick nicely. Nice! That's what I'm talking about. BAM! Nice. Dead. The hackers have been defeated. Your systems return to normal and you move in to scrap the station. You're about to leave when you notice a small platform and a cache nearby. Okay, open the cache. Inside the cache is a brand new weapon. We got an Ion Charger Mark II. This ion weapon can charge multiple times, giving it additional projectiles. It takes 3 power, takes 3 seconds, 3.75 seconds per each charge, and it can charge up to 4 shots, which is pretty good, and each shot does 1 damage. It's decent, but I don't feel like using it, so let's just go here. A hacker is currently interfacing with a planetary defense grid. They look distracted and do not notice you yet. The station next to the grid hails you, but their message is garbled. They're trying to hack our defense grid, but we're not making it easy for them. If you could help, then help. Otherwise, get out of here before it's too late. Attack the hacker. The hacker tries to taunt you. Haha, you fool! We have already gained access to the defense grid. The slugs activate the grid, although it doesn't seem to be able to distinguish friend from foe. The captain then yells at its crew. What do you mean we weren't done yet? Uh-oh. Looks like you done goofed. Hacking my sensors won't help you. So the ASB is targeting me and the enemy ship. Alright, let's cloak the ASB, come on. Nice, it missed. But it didn't miss them. Ooh, right in the engines. That's what you get. Alright. And they're dead. That was easy. The bounty of the destroyed hacker ship is yours for the taking. Thanks for intervening. They almost had us. We'll make sure any other hacker that gets close will be sorry they messed with us. Take this, and keep up the good work. The station gives you some resources and a weapon for your time. We got a light laser Mark I, a faster charging assault laser which could be used to take down shields quickly, but does no system or crew damage. So let's see. It does 1 hull damage, takes 1 power, 4-second charge time, which is really fast shooting, 10% accuracy bonus, but it does no hull or system damage. Well, it does hull damage. It doesn't do system or crew damage. I don't really want that, so we're not going to keep it. Alright, let's go to the store. A civilian is running a small shop here. The hackers have allowed me to run my store under their control, so long as 90% of the proceeds go to them. So please, buy as much as you can so I can afford food tonight. Alright, will do. I'm gonna sell all of my weapons that I don't need. Very nice. And I'm gonna buy some fuel. I'll buy some missiles and drone parts for some upgrades in the final sector. And heal my crew, and then that'll be all. Man, these hacker guys, they're really evil. Alright, we have to be to the exit beacon in 2 jumps, which is pretty annoying. So I don't think we'll be getting to the 3rd broadcaster station. But who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. It appears the slug and hacker vessel are squaring off at this beacon. Judging from the dialogue you've intercepted between the ships, it seems they're arguing about something about ship classes? Inquire about the argument. The hacker won't respond to your hails, but the slugs will. The hackers have been leeching ships from the slug shipyards for years. They reshape the interiors and slightly give them some fancy names. Imagine the nerve of that. Side with the slugs. You've decided to defend the slugs and fight the hacker vessel. Alright, we'll do nothing for combat. They hacked our doors. Okay, here comes a big missile. Cloak! Very nice. Hermes to the cloaking. Very nice. And we'll take care of their shields. Nice. They're in trouble now. And they're dead. You defeated the hacker vessel. You scrapped the remains. An interesting turn of events, but not one that I'm going to complain about. Some scrap is in order for you. Well, thank you. Distress beacon, another one. This distress beacon here appears to originate from a militia ship, currently fleeing from a hacker vessel. Rescue them! This sector needs all of the militiamen that it can get, and you aren't going to let the hackers kill any more of them. Oh, they hacked our oxygen, and they mind controlled my crew down here. And they have 5 shields! They have 5 shields, you see this? That's not fair. We'll soon take care of that. Get out of here. Bam! Dead. That's what you get for having extra shields. The hacker ship has been defeated. You scrapped the ship. It appears most of the militiamen did not survive the attack. The lone survivor, their captain, offers to join your crew. And we got a guy named Kirby, but we have a max crew, so... sorry. I can't accept you. Alright. Let's go to the exit. It's all we can do. You've arrived at the exit. It seems you found the exit, but your atlas won't connect. Something appears to be blocking the signal. Suddenly, you receive a hail from a broadcast station hidden behind a small moon. What's this? The silly renegade ship is trying to leave? I'm afraid I can't allow that. Alright. Well, you're just gonna have to let me leave, or I'll blow you to bits. Hit their shields, very nice. Nice! Took out their weapons. And they're dead. That was so easy. The hacker station has been defeated. Fortunately, your atlas connects to the exit beacon as soon as the hacker threat is removed. So, alright, now the exit beacon is normal. And, well, we can't really go anywhere else, so let's just head on over to Node 17, the Federation capital. Okay, continue, proceed, and exit hyperspeed. You finally arrived at Node 17, the Federation capital. You've heard the stories of this conflict back in Universe Zero, the reality where the multiverse tech was discovered. Now you're about to take a part in it. Your actions here will either save or doom this reality. With a quick scan of ID, you're allowed to enter through the beacon. Contact Federation Command. On the vid screen appears several Federation and NG officers, as well as Admiral Tully in the center. The Rock Elders sent a cruiser to fight for us? I can't imagine their reasoning, but you're our last chance if we want to win the fight. I'm afraid we don't have any more time to chat. Is there anything you need before you face the flagship? Tully orders the support ships on standby, awaiting your command. Request ammunition and drone parts. Thank you. Do something on board the ship. Run a salvage mission. Survey the nearby area. Okay, we found some fuel. Let's go see what Sylvan the Merchant has to say in this final stretch. Stranger, this is it, eh? Now, I'd never do this with anyone else, but I like you, stranger, and you have a lot of pressure on you right now. Have some scrap on the house. Now that's out of the way, care for a trade. We got a Phaser Mark II. I'm not gonna bother explaining what it does because I'm just gonna sell it. It's basically an ion that pierces shields. I am gonna buy this Burst Laser Mark II, which is the same weapon that's on the Kestrel and the Osprey. And we're going to replace our hull laser with the Burst Laser. Alright, very nice. Although we don't have enough system power, so we are going to get that online now. And we'll head to this Federation store. Despite the utter chaos going on in the sector, the Federation fleet has managed to secure this beacon against the rebels. At the center of the fleet is a rather impressive supply depot, which is why they've devoted so many resources to this region of space. Alright, it's getting bad out there. I don't care who you are. If you got stuff to trade and we have anything you need, we could use all of the scrap we can get. The flagship is tearing us apart out there. Alright, continue. I'm trying to think. I guess I don't really need anything. I'm gonna save all my scrap for some upgrades. Let's go to this repair station and get some stuff. You jump into the system, noticing the repair station. A forward construction station is in the process of repairing damaged warships. Your command codes convince them to do a quick patch job on your ship. We got all of our hull repaired and some stuff. Let's go here. Oh, what is this? A rebel fleet has gathered around the planet with a rather largely populated Federation metropolis built upon it. It appears the leader of the fleet, an overly rotund and almost egg-shaped man aboard an engineer vessel, is shouting at a crowd that has gathered in response. Listen to his rant. The engineer frantically gestures while he speaks. I've come to make an announcement. Colonel Hedge is a bitch-ass idiot. He slept with my wife. That's right, There's some fumbling with the mic, but the speech promptly resumes. Was this big, and I said that's disgusting. So I'm making a call out to all of you. Hedge, you've... Again, the mic cuts out momentarily. It's the size of this ship, except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what mine looks like. Oh my god, the crowd screams as a massive ASB cannon extends out of one of the nearby fleet ships. That's right, baby. He slept with my wife. So guess what? I'm gonna, sleep with this planet. The humongous ASB cannon fires, but the shot travels much higher, missing the planet and striking the moon instead, causing the giant rocks to shatter as if it were made of glass. That's right. This is what you get. My super laser cannon. How do you like that, Hedge? I slept with the moon, you idiot. You have 23 minutes before I get bored of waiting and destroy this entire city. You will surrender yourself immediately. Now get out of my sight before I sleep with all of you too. The transmission ends. Okay, take out the engineer vessel. You move in to attack the engineer ship. Unfortunately, the fleet is also firing on you from a distance. That's annoying. They hacked my medbay, but I don't care. We're gonna kill these weird people. Here, have a missile. On the house. Bam! Already they're at 1 HP. The ASB's target is locked. Let's cloak. Okay, very nice. And we got it. I wasted a missile, but I didn't need to. The engineer vessel has been defeated. Without their leader, the rebel fleet quickly becomes disorganized. Immediately, after a counterattack is led by the Federation, but the fleet will likely continue to linger for a while. Alright. You're met by the aforementioned Colonel Hedge, who extends his thanks. I have genuinely no idea what he was talking about. I don't even know who he is. But no matter. Let me see what I can do for you. We got a bunch of scrap, so let's go to the base. The Federation base in this reality is just as impressive as the one back in Universe Zero. Much of the city below has been evacuated, but the capital building, the center of operations, is still operational. If the flagship destroys it, the Federation will be powerless, and this reality will be lost. Luckily, you arrived here before the flagship. One of the few remaining Federation support ships patches up your hole and gives you some supplies. So let's get our 4th shield, and we're going to install some upgrades. Install an internal upgrade. Onboard tech. Breach sealant. Automatically fixes breaches. Yes. Onboard tech. Extinguishers. Automatically puts out fires. Yes. Let's see what else we can do. Let's upgrade piloting to level 3. Install an internal upgrade. Piloting. Logistical assistant. Repairs to the piloting are 4 times fast. Yes. Weapons. Performance upgrade level 1. Weapon and artillery fire rate is increased by 10%. We could do this twice. So 1. Performance upgrade level 2. 2. And let's see what else we could do. Medbay. Safety blankets. Your crew are immune to fires and suffocation damage in the medbay. Yes. We're also going to install some value points in the oxygen and the medbay. Alright. We're looking pretty good. All we have to do now is wait for the flagship. So let's do that. Okay. We'll wait for him again. Okay. Waiting again. Okay. And now, I think it would be a good time to go and kill this flagship. This is it. The Rebel flagship. If you are able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There's no turning back. The flagship doesn't take long to notice you. It powers up its artilleries and approaches. Okay guys, here we go. Okay, they've mind-controlled my engines guy. We'll hold them off. We'll send Metyut and the Orchid into the medbay. Alright, get in here. Right away, Hermes, take out the missile. Very nice. Nice! Hit their shields. Okay, we have more boarders on our ship. Luckily, we have safety blankets, so even though our medbay is out of oxygen, our crew won't take suffocation damage, but the enemy boarders will, which is pretty useful. Their mind control has weared off. Let's cloak through this ion. Okay, my crew, there's a lot of people in here, and they're all beating up my crew. Okay, this is looking pretty dicey. Okay, we took out their shields. I'm gonna take out their mind control. Okay, very nice. We're gonna send the Orchid into the med bay, and I'm going to, let's see, what can we do? I'm gonna get everybody else out of here. So try to go to the cloaking. Please don't die. No! One of our rockmen just died. That's really annoying, but it isn't that bad considering how we have a lot of crew on our ship. So should probably get you out of here too. And please secure the doors. Okay, wait. Yeah, there we go. I'm not gonna kill all of their crew on their ship because I don't want the AI to activate. Okay. Their ship is about to die, but we have a bunch of crew on board, which is really bad. Okay, the flagship is dead. At least the first phase is dead. But we still have to take care of these boarders. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have you guys fight each other in here, and you in here. Oh god, switch! Very nice. Okay, and the last guy is dead. Alright, so we've killed off all of their crew. We lost one of our crew, but it isn't that bad because we do have a lot of members. So it should be okay. Okay, now that the rest of our crew is healed up, we can continue going. So let's head on over to the base. Okay, you chase down the flagship and discover it is heavily damaged from the previous fight. Scans indicate that it has redirected considerable power to its drones. Get ready for a fight. The flagship might be weakened, but it is still formidable. Keep up the fight. Yes, sir. Oh, they've hacked our shields, which is pretty bad. Luckily we have breach sealant, so the boarders won't be much of a problem. Alright, right away take out their missile with our missile. And I'm going to shoot their drone control. Very nice. Okay, here comes the power surge. Ready? Cloak! Don't fire so that our weapons don't get disrupted. I mean, so that our weapons don't disrupt the cloak. Okay, now we can fire. Bam! We took out all of their artilleries actually. So that's nice. Okay, they're doing their power surge thing again. Okay, we broke their drones, their pilot is broken. Okay, now we can finish them off with a single missile. Bam! There we go. Perfectly executed. Just as you finally gain the upper hand, it finds a way to make an FTL jump. You have to keep up the assault. And we will, as soon as we heal up our crew. Here we go. You're not certain how it's able to keep fighting with the amount of damage it has sustained. It looks like it's transferred power to defensive systems, as well as some kind of super weapon. Be prepared. This is it. Okay, here we go. Right now they're cloaking, but they're about to fire their missiles, so we gotta brace for impact. Power up the engines. Okay, power up everything. Okay, that's not good. They did hit us quite a bit. Luckily, our fire suppressant systems will stop the fire in time. They did break our oxygen, which is not good. Hit their missiles. Okay, here we go. Okay, nice. We dodged everything. Perfect. Okay, nice. And they missed their shot on the pilot. Nice, we took out their missiles. Perfect. We'll take out their weapons too. Bam! And we set it on fire. Alright, we're gonna wait for their cloak to go off. Or will we? I guess not. Alright, we hit their cloaking. We just dodged all their shots. Very nice. We're gonna hit their shields one more time. Bam! Very good. And this should be it here. Almost. We almost got them. They're about to die. Any last words? I guess not. And they still got people on board their ship. Well, see ya! You're dead! We got him! Let's go! Very nice. Thanks to the valiant effort of the Bulwark, the multiverse flagship of this reality has been destroyed. The rebel forces were weakened, and the Federation troops, along with reinforcements, successfully defeated the rebel forces of this reality. Let's go! We beat the game with the rock cruiser! That was amazing. That was a pretty straightforward ending and a pretty straightforward Sector 7. So let's check that score, shall we? 4,788, not bad. Let's see. So if we go to statistics, as you can see, this is the first time we've played as the Bulwark, so this is obviously our top score. Very nice. And you guys are probably wondering what ship I'm going to play as next. Well, let me check my list real quick. And it says here that I'm going to be playing Slug A, which is this one over here. Here it is, the Man of War. Very nice. So let me cross out the rock cruiser. There we go. And now Slug A is next on the list. So stay tuned for the next episode. Here's what the ship looks like. And I'll see you there. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.